guys, so I'm finally getting a chance to sit down and film the TMI tag. I've been tagged by so many people, and this was actually a very requested tag. This was a requested video that you guys wanted me to do, so I am doing it, and I will make sure to link all of the other people who tagged me down below, so be sure to pop over to their channels and check out their tag videos. I do love this tag. It just took me a while to actually get myself to sit down and film it. So here it is. I'm hopping right in. I have the questions on my phone, so let's go. Question 1, what are you wearing? I am wearing this purple like blousey thing with these ruffles here and then this silver statement necklace. And then for once in my entire life, I am actually wearing, ooh, if I can get my leg up here, jeans, because I just came from church. Now normally I would be wearing pajama pants or yoga pants, but since I just came in the door and then sat down, that's what I'm wearing. Second, ever been in love? Yes, I am currently in love. My boyfriend's awesome. Ever had a terrible breakup? No, I've never had a terrible breakup. I have not dated a ton, so because I haven't dated a ton, haven't really had a ton of breakups, and haven't had any terrible ones. How tall are you? I am just shy of 5'8", so I'm pretty tall, but I'm like 5'7" and 7/8, so with shoes on, I'm 5'8". I always say I'm 5'8". How much do you weigh? Really? Do you need to know how much I weigh? I will tell you this. Cloudy Apples did this tag, and she did not disclose any question that had numbers in it, and I thought that was really good because I don't want anybody to get hung up on that. My identity is not in a number, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Any tattoos? No. Any piercings? Yes, my ears. My ears are pierced. I have 2 holes in my ears, but I generally only wear the one hole. The other one might even be closed up, but my sister actually did that. We did that at home. So I only have one. OTP, one true pairing? I don't know. Peanut butter and jelly? I don't know. I don't know. Favorite show? I have a lot of favorite shows. Like, I am the kind of person that when I find a show that I really like, I get really invested in the characters and I want to know all about them. When the season's over, I want to look at, like, I am just that way. So my favorite show currently, I have a lot of favorite shows. I love period pieces, period shows, period movies. I love anything that the BBC produces because I feel like they always do period stuff. So Downton Abbey, Mr. Selfridge, love those shows. I also love Scandal because, hello, who doesn't love Scandal? And then The Walking Dead. Those are probably like my favorite shows that I'm currently watching. And then in terms of my favorite shows of all time, 24, and I'm so excited that there's gonna be like another reboot coming back in May. It's like on my calendar because 24 is probably my favorite show of all time. I secretly want to be a federal agent, and I secretly want to, you know, do what Jack Bauer does. Favorite bands? I don't know that I have a favorite band. Do I listen to bands? I don't know that I have a favorite band. Hillsong? I guess I listen to them a lot. Hillsong, favorite band. Something you miss? I miss my family in the Philippines. Like, my brother lives there, my sister, her kids. So I miss my family. Favorite song? Don't really have one. Zodiac sign, Sagittarius. I don't really believe in astrology, but I do believe in astronomy. So I think that I do identify very much with the Sagittarius. If you look at descriptions of them, I think I think it pretty much describes me to a T. Quality you look for in a partner? Somebody who is passionate about life. I'm into life. I love being alive and being able to do things that I love, and I love being happy, and you know, so somebody who has a zest for life and not just somebody who sits at home and is like, woe is me. So definitely somebody who has a zest for life, somebody who's funny and has a good sense of humor, and you know, who is what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know the word in English, but somebody who I guess is a hard worker, who is willing to put in the time to make their dreams come true, or, you know, like somebody who's like that, like a go-getter. That's it, a go-getter. That's like really a turn on for me. Somebody who's like, yep, they're gonna seize the day, they're gonna do it. Yeah, that is what I look for. Favorite quote? I don't know. I like quotes, but I don't know if I have any like favorite ones. Obviously I've watched this tag several times, but have not gone through the questions myself, so I'm having to think. Favorite quote? I don't know that I have like a favorite quote. I guess like Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to bring you harm. I think that would probably be like my favorite quote. It's something that I go back to constantly whenever I'm doubting myself or doubting my future or doubting my passion or doubting anything. I always go back to that because I think that at the end of the day, God knows what he's doing. Favorite actor? I don't know. My boyfriend, he's an actor. He's my favorite. Favorite color? I don't know that I have a favorite color, but I guess like if I had to choose, purple. Loud music or soft? It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm like running or working out, then I like loud music. If I'm doing yoga, then I like soft music. If I'm driving in my car, when I'm driving in my car, I don't usually listen to music. I either like silence because it sort of leaves me alone with my own thoughts, or I'm listening to like an audiobook. So I guess it depends. Where do you go when you're sad? I don't know. I don't go anywhere. I'm rarely sad. Like I'm very rarely sad, but I guess if I am sad, then I go to Jesus. I don't know. Where do I go when I'm sad? I don't know. I don't go to like my bedroom. I don't go to like, anywhere. I just, wherever I am, that's where I am. And I just deal with it there. I guess I go for a run sometimes but like sometimes like working out is something that I do. I don't know. Where do I go? How long does it take you to shower? I like to get in and out as quick as possible because I do not like to just waste my time in the shower. I don't know. I'm not really a huge, I don't like to just be like, oh, shower. Like, that's just not me. So, I would probably say 10 minutes is how long it takes. If I'm washing my hair, then 15 minutes max. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? I do like minimum, quick, easy makeup. And so with that and hair, I would say it takes me like 30 minutes to get ready. Ever been in a physical fight? Yes, because some girls jumped me when I was in middle school. Or was I in high school? No, I think I was in middle school. Jealousy, you know how that goes. I was going out with this guy and somebody else wanted to go out with the guy. I mean, girls can be so catty sometimes, you know what I mean? Because like now we're grown and where's the guy? It's just retarded. Turn on, I think I talked about that already. Turn off, someone who is lazy. I do not like laziness. Laziness and lack of self-confidence are sort of turn-offs for me because I feel like, like people who just are kind of like, woe is me all the time, that's like the biggest turn-off. I just can't. The reason why I joined YouTube is in my circle of friends, I'm sort of the go-to person for questions. Like if you have a question about anything, I probably have an answer. So if I don't have an answer, I will find the answer. But generally, because I read a lot, I read a ton, I'm always reading, I'm always researching. I feel like life is about learning all the time, and so that's just who I am. And so I sort of have a lot of knowledge about a lot of different things. And so I had a lot of friends ask me about like beauty stuff, and I figured to help them, instead of them asking me over and over and over again, like different friends would ask me, if I just make a video about it, then they can just go to the video. So that's why I originally started YouTube. However, they still ask me. So it really didn't help. But since I got on YouTube, I really enjoyed it. Like I loved interacting with people, and just the beauty community was so welcoming, and I felt like there were a lot of other people who enjoyed the same thing that I enjoyed, and so I just kind of stuck with it. I mean, I was sort of on and off for several years because I was never that, when I first started YouTube, I wasn't super serious about it, again, because I was only trying to help my friends. But then as time went on and I realized, people started subscribing and started requesting, I was like, oh, this is awesome. I love this. I love talking to you guys. So that is why I kept on doing it. Fears. I don't really like to glorify fear. Fear doesn't exist. Like, fear is not real. Like, the things that we are afraid of have usually never happened. Like, we sort of put our minds in these situations. Like, I'm afraid, I'm gonna get robbed if I walk down this alley. Well, you haven't walked down the alley. You have not been robbed, so don't be afraid of that. Or I'm afraid this is gonna happen to my loved one. Well, it hasn't happened to them. Don't be afraid of it. You know what I mean? Like, the things that we're afraid of are just like these, it's just our imagination just running rampant. So I try not to let my mind go there. My nose itches. But one thing that I will say I am afraid of, or a fear, I would say, is not giving it my all. Like, not pursuing my ambitions, my goals with 100% of my effort. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of just giving up before I I go all out. So I always try to go all out and pursue excellence whenever possible. Last thing that made you cry. I cry. I'm not like an easy crier, but if I'm like watching like a Hallmark movie, I'm probably gonna cry. Like, you know, like those things sort of get to me. Like they hit me right here, and I get all emotional about it. But I think the last time I cried was my friend Sheila was talking about her dog passing away, and it was like me, Sheila, and then our other friend Christine, and we all have dogs, and you know, our dogs just mean a lot to us. You know, you care for they're like a part of your family, and if you don't have dogs, then it's not something that you'd understand probably, because I didn't understand it until I had my own dog. So but she was explaining it, and you know, that made us all cry. We were all crying in the corner because Stretch passed away. Last time you said you loved someone, I was talking to Tony earlier, and I got off the phone with him and said love you. Meaning behind your YouTube name, Dazzle Diaries, there's no meaning behind it, to be honest. My nose keeps itching, sorry. There's no meaning behind it. It was just something that I thought was kind of cutesy, and you know, it's feminine, and that's what I wanted my channel to be about, just beauty stuff, feminine, lifestyle, and that's what I called it. But you know, I just changed it to my name because I think it's just easy. It's easier to recognize and easier to find. If you just type in my name like Tracy Timberlake, people will remember my name before they remember my YouTube channel. So I just changed it for that, just for branding purposes. Last book you read, like in its entirety, the last book I read, I'm always reading, so I'm trying to think. The last book I read in its entirety, there are probably two. One is The Law of Divine Compensation by Marianne Williamson, and then the second one, where's my dog? People are cutting down the tree in my backyard, so you hear all this stuff, sorry. And then The Fire Starter Sessions by Danielle Laporte, which I love both of those books. They're like awesome, 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 awesome. I highly, highly recommend them. They're like self-help books, like more like life coaching type stuff. You know, guys know that I'm a life coach, so I always try to, you know, learn from other life coaches, and you know, to incorporate that kind of stuff into when I meet with clients and stuff too. A book you're currently reading. Well, I'm always reading the Bible. That's sort of a staple. I feel like I always get a lot of wisdom from there. And then, also, A Course in Miracles. I've been reading that book for like a year and a half because the book is dense. Last show you watched. Last show I watched? I don't remember. I'm sure I watched a show last night. What did I watch? I watched The Cosby Show. There was like reruns of The Cosby Show. So that was the last show I watched. Last person you talked to, I talked to my mom because she came in here, and yeah, on the phone I talked to Tony, but in person my mom. The relationship between you and the last person you texted. The last person I texted was my cousin Monique, and she's my cousin Monique. And favorite food, I don't know, I just love food. I love any food. I love Mexican food, and I love Filipino food, and I love Thai food, and I love Cuban food. I love food. Like, food is my love language. Place you want to visit. I really want to visit like the south of France. I really want to visit Israel. And those are probably two places that I really want to visit, like the south of France and then Israel, and then the Greek Isles. I would also like to visit the Greek Isles or any of those places in the Mediterranean. Like a Mediterranean cruise that gets to all those would be awesome. I'd love to visit those. The last place you were, is that like vacation, or is that like the last place I was? If it's vacation, the last place I was Costa Rica. If it's the last place I was before I came home, I was at the park because I went to church, and then I went to the park for a birthday, for my friend's daughter's birthday, and then or 1-year-old's birthday, and then I came home. Do you have a crush? Yeah, I have a crush on my boyfriend. He's cute. Last time you kissed someone. When was the last time? I mean, kiss on the cheek, like, you know, that's just a way to greet people in South Florida. So I kissed a lot of people today on the cheek because there's a lot of people I hadn't seen in a while. But if it's like the last person I kissed, then it would be Tony. And the last time that was whenever I saw him. So when did I see him? Thursday? Last time you were insulted? I don't remember. Probably every day of my life, but it's not something I dwell on. Favorite flavor of sweet? Is that like dessert? Favorite dessert? Favorite dessert. I'm gonna go with favorite dessert. Favorite dessert. I love Nutella. I love Nutella on like Nutella on ice cream, Nutella milkshakes, Nutella hot chocolate. I love Nutella. So anything with Nutella. Nutella cheesecake. Oh my gosh, Nutella cheesecake. What instruments do you play? I play the guitar, and so I have two up there. You can only see one. Let me see if I can. I have two guitars up there. Like the piano here. So this is like my music room. So I do both like music and my videos in here. So I play the piano a little bit. And then my voice. I consider my voice to be my primary instrument. I'm not like a great piano player, and I'm not a great guitar player. I sort of play the piano because it helps my voice, and then I play the guitar for fun. Favorite piece of jewelry? I don't know that I have like a favorite piece of jewelry, but if I had to choose, like I always like to have a watch on. Of course, I don't have a watch on right now, but I like to have watches. I like watches. Last sport you played? Running? Is that a sport? I mean, it's a sport, but I mean like working out, running, does that count? But if you're thinking of the last sport that I actually played, like for real, volleyball, because I played volleyball, you know, up until college. Last song you sang? I was at church, and so we sang a lot of songs there. Favorite chat up line? Don't know what a chat up line is. If it's a pickup line, I don't use those. Have you used it? Nope. Last time you hung out with someone? I hung out with a lot of my friends today at the birthday party. Yeah, we all had a good time. Who should answer these questions next? You should answer these questions next. I'll also tag some YouTubers down below. If you are not a YouTuber though, I'd love to see your answers. So if you want to type those out, it's a long tag. If you want to type those out and put them down below, that would be awesome. Yeah, and then, or if you do a video, if you are a YouTuber, then send me a link to your video because I'd love to see it. Okay, that's it guys. Hope you guys are having a really awesome day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.